Hi guys, it's Monika Blunder, makeup artist. So in today's tutorial, I will show you how I created the Gigi Hadid look. I did Gigi a few weeks ago. She was nominated for the Model of the Year, and I've exclusively only used Maybelline products on that day I worked with her. Today I have a gorgeous model. Her name is Alexandra. She's represented by Newmark Models. And in this tutorial, I will show you now how I created this perfect, luminous, natural makeup look with a perfected cat eye. I hope you like this video. Again, don't forget to subscribe, to like the video, follow me on Instagram, and I love all your support and I always love hearing from you guys. And I can't wait to see you next time. Bye bye. Thank you. Hi Alexandra.
Hi.
Thanks so much for being my model today.
Thank you.
Super excited. So I'm gonna go right into the makeup. The first product I'm using is a DIOR primer, and it looks like that. And it's called the Glow Maximizing Light Boosting Primer. I love this primer. It just really helps to luminize your skin. And it has a little bit of a color to it, if you can see in the camera. And it also helps if your skin is like dull or tired looking, which yours is not, but it just really brightens up your skin. And I'm applying this all over your skin with my Beauty Blender. And if you can already see in the camera right now, just with those two little applications right here, you can already see it like illuminates your skin and it brightens everything. I don't go too far underneath the eye. I'm just kind of like stay right on the outer corners. And the same thing right here. Just kind of focus right on the outer corners right here. You can also bring it on the bridge of your nose. And we can do it a little bit like right in the middle of your forehead. To go right ahead with the foundation, I'm actually choosing a foundation by Charlotte Tilbury, and this one is called Light Wonder Youth Boosting Perfect Skin Foundation, and I'm using the number 4 on you. This foundation I've just received recently and I've used it a few times, and it's really nice. It's like almost as light as a tinted moisturizer, gives you a little bit more coverage, but you can really build this foundation, but you can also really apply it very lightly and make it look very, very sheer and luminous. And again, I'm applying it with my Beauty Blender all over your skin. You have gorgeous skin. You really don't need hardly any foundation. I just want to keep you really fresh and young. You do have a little bit of redness right in here. I mean, how old are you again, Alexandra? 20. This is very normal right around the chin area in your age. A lot of girls get little breakouts or redness, and that I think a lot of times the mistake a lot of people do is they think because they have a few little breakouts and then they think, oh, I have to use so much foundation, and it's actually the opposite. You should not really see it that way. You should use the foundation just to get a little bit of coverage and then go in and spot treat those areas with a concealer. And that way we can really fake it and make it look perfect, and nobody will even know that there's anything there. And so I'm just applying this with my Beauty Blender. I had the honor to work with Gigi Hadid a few weeks ago, and this makeup is based on the look I did with Gigi. Now on that day I used only Maybelline products. Today I'm going to show you to create this look with a few different products, but again I want to keep it as close to that look as possible as when I did it, and you're the perfect model for this. Thank you. I just applied the foundation, and now you just asked me, what was your question to me?
I asked her what exactly she does to cover up like red blemishes around mouths. So
a chin area, especially like, you know, I feel like a lot of this is hormonal, and it like doesn't happen all the time. So I like I said, a thin layer of foundation, and then I go in with this product by Mercier, and this is my favorite. This is called the Secret Camouflage in the number SC3, and you can see that there's 2 different shades, and I just mixed them together. It's like a yellow color and a more pinkish color, and I use I actually like this eyeliner brush by Mercier. It's flat and it's synthetic, And I just go in like that, and I just mix the two colors together. And then I use my hand just to dot it off a little bit first. And then all I do is really I press exactly on the area which needs concealing. So right here, I press on it. And then you will see the product if you look in the mirror. And I just take my finger and I dot the product into the area which needs to be concealed. Because if you use your finger, it just makes it look more natural. So, it's called spot treating basically, and you just have to do that. It takes a little bit of time, but if you even like right now look in the mirror, it like really immediately takes it away.
It looks amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And so basically you just do that everywhere you feel like you need to have a little bit of spot treating done. Okay, so I just basically spot treated everywhere where we thought we needed a little bit more concealing done. And as you can see, it looks flawless and it does not look like you have a cakey foundation all over your skin. And that's really the goal, because I want to still see your skin, and like you're so young, like there's no reason to cover it with so much product. And I think that this is a really great tip to just go in where it's needed. One thing I have to say about this product is that it's a little bit dry when you first touch it, so it is really important that you put it on your skin first, because it gets the natural temperature of your skin, and then you go directly onto the skin. And I also don't really, I see some makeup artists use this product underneath the eye. I don't really like it for underneath the eye, so I just recommend it for spot treating. So we are moving on to your eyebrows. I mean, look at these brows. They are beyond perfect. These are exactly the kind of brows I love. And you even don't like perfect them. You keep a little bit more on the bottom, and that just looks so natural. And I don't think you need anything. The only thing I'm using is a brow gel by Anastasia. I'm not filling your brows in. And this way, they just look perfectly groomed. And they will stay put like that all day. Basically what I did on Gigi, I used a very similar color by Maybelline, but I'm using a different color right now. This is Tarte. It's a Tarte palette, and I'm just using this mauve color right in here. It's called Natural Beauty, and I'm using that color. It's like a really pretty mauve, pinky nude, I would say. And I'm using that just right in here, right in the crease. And I'm bringing it also a little bit like right here on the outer corner downwards. And then I'm blending that all together. Doing the same thing on the other side. The whole effect to this makeup is that you really don't even, like you really have to take a microscope to really realize that there's product on your face. And that's the whole effect I want to create, that you just see a tiny amount of product. Now we're going to move into doing your eyeliner. And for that, I'm using the product I used on Gigi. This is a Maybelline product. This one is a black eyeliner, and it looks like that. It's a cream eyeliner. And I'm using a eyeliner brush for this, and the brush I'm using is Sigma E05. And so basically what I'm doing is I'm starting off by just going as close as possible to your lash line, kind of like in the middle, and then working my way inwards. And then I go very, very thinly in the inner corner. And from here, I'm building my shape. So close. I'm gonna go outwards a little bit thicker. So I just switched out my brush to a thinner tapered liner brush. And if you just look into the camera, I'm just creating that wing where the best is if you just look exactly like that, straight into the camera, and I follow the lower lash line upwards. So you could even like make a little dot right here, and then I like to go downwards like that, and then I just create my perfect wing this way. Okay, so I'm basically just now working my way inwards, and I really want to focus on my little flick right here and then go inwards, go a little bit thicker and then thinner and thinner the closer I go to the inner corner. Perfect. And then if you feel like right now here, this is not perfectly straight, I just take a Q-tip And I put a little bit of eye makeup remover on it. And then I can also create my shape this way by just going below the liner and correcting it and making it more perfect that way. Okay, so I just matched this eye with this eye, and the only thing I haven't done on this side is I tight lined the inside of the lash line. So this is the tricky part where you kind of have to lift your eyelid just a little bit to get in between the lashes. And I'm taking the same product I created the eyeliner with on the inner upper waterline. And that just gives you that depth and the really like darkness around your lash line. Okay, so this is perfect. Your eyeliner looks perfect. And the only thing I really have to do with your eyes now is we're going to curl your lashes, put some mascara on. I'm going to put a little bit of a highlight in the inner corners, and then we're done. Okay, so I just curled your lashes, and for your mascara I chose a Maybelline product, and it's called the Falsies Volume Express. I love this mascara. It just really, really gives you beautiful full lashes. And we'll just put that very closely to your lash line, and we'll just like wiggle it upwards. Perfect. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm using this Jouer product, and it comes in this little palette. There are 3 highlighters, and I'm obsessed with the middle one right in here, the goldeny color. And I'm first using my middle finger, and I'm applying that just like right kind of like in the middle of her eye. So when you're being photographed, or if you're going out, like the light just catches that little area right there. And then I'm also putting it a little bit like right underneath the brow bone. And I'm also putting it on my little dome brush here by Sigma in E30. And I need a brush for that because I'm also putting it right in here. It's like the reversed V around the tear duct. And that just gives you a beautiful highlight right around your eye. Perfect. I'm moving on to using concealer, and for that I chose this concealer here by Tarte. It's called the MARACUJA Creaseless Concealer, and the color is called Medium Neutral. And I love this concealer. I just recently discovered it. It's a pretty full coverage. A little goes a long way, and it just works perfectly underneath your eyes. I'm using a little beauty blender, and I'm basically just going right underneath here where you just need a little bit of coverage. I also love this product because it's really natural. Has really good ingredients in there. And this little beauty blender is fantastic because it really allows me to get into every little tiny little corner I need to go in. And as everybody knows by now, I like doing the concealer after I'm done with the eye makeup because it saves me some time to clean up underneath the eyes, especially when you're doing an eyeliner or more eye makeup. It just is a great way of cleaning up afterwards. And so at the very end, when I'm done concealing, I like to also use my concealer brush from earlier and see how it's very like flat and pointed. So I can really just lay this underneath the eyeliner, and I can correct the line to make it even more crisp. Perfect. We'll do the other side. So you just follow the line underneath and make it more sharp. Perfect. Okay, so I just put on your concealer. It's really important to also powder your concealer a little bit, and I'm using the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder underneath. That way it will really last you all day and it won't crease up. And I'm using it on a MAC 224 brush. It's a very lightweight powder, so it really doesn't make anything cakey looking. I love it, just to kind of like perfect everything underneath here. Okay, so to sculpt your face and to add a little bit more color to your face, I'm bringing in my Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel product. It's a creamy bronzer. It looks like that. And I'm using my Real Techniques brush right here. And I'm putting that right in the hollows of your cheeks. I'm also going to bring it a little bit in your temple, just to bring out your cheekbones a little bit and to sculpt them. All right, so I put a little bit of the Chanel bronzer right here to kind of perfect and to get a little bit of definition in with the bronzer. And now I'm coming in with another bronzer by Charlotte Tilbury. This is one of my staples and my favorites. It's the Filmster Bronze and Glow. And I'm using the darker color first. And I'm using it on a Charlotte Tilbury bronzer brush. And I'm just basically bringing that right in here, like very softly. Putting it in round circular motions, and I'm even putting it a little bit on the tip of your nose, putting it a little bit around your chin this way. Just kind of like an overall little nice bronze around your face, on your forehead. And then I'm going to use the highlighter, and we'll bring that just on top, right in here. And I'm using a Bobbi Brown sheer powder brush. Alright, so we're almost done. 2 more products. One is this lip oil treatment by Hourglass. It's just lip oil, and I'm just using that with my hands because your lips are pretty dry, I feel like, at the moment. I'll just put that just to moisturize them and to hydrate them. And then on top of that, I'm just using a gloss. This one here is by Tom Ford, and the color is Pink Lust. Super natural, really pretty, pinky, shimmery color. And I'm using this again with my hand all over your lip. Very, very natural, very undone, very simple. It's really not about the lips. It's all about your eye makeup and the glow in your skin. And this is just a little highlight. And you're done. Beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous girl. Very nice.